Welcome back to my channel for another moon zoom battle, and recently I posted a video where I put to test the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra versus the Huawei P50 Pro in zooming the moon. But the moon at this point in time was not full, it was about 90%, and over the Easter weekend we had that fantastic full moon. So let's go for moon zoom battle number 2. Let's get started. In my recent video on the moon zoom battle between the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and the Huawei P50 Pro, I also provided a lot of technical background on the camera systems and the photography in general of these two smartphones. And I will skip it in this video, of course, because you can all look this up in that video which is posted on my channel. In another video which I recently posted, I also looked in detail into what Samsung calls nightography, and that's all about pixel binning and so-called adaptive pixels. Both videos will be linked down below in the info box, so you can look into them. As said in the intro of this video, over the Easter weekend we had a fantastic large full moon, and that moon is actually called a pink moon, as pointed out here in the internet by CNN. And it's not called pink because the color of the moon will be pink, of course. It's called pink because it falls into the season where you have all these pink flowers coming up after the winter, and you will see in a moment that this was a really good opportunity to go for moon zoom battle number 2. In the same way as last time when I did the moon zoom, I had both smartphones on a tripod, consecutive ways of course, and then fiddled around with the camera, with the zoom on the tripod. But even if it is on a tripod, given the large magnification of 100 times, it's quite challenging to get the moon fully set and seen. Let's now go into post and let's have a look at the results. There's one interesting observation here, namely on the Samsung in live view at 100 times magnification, images look much better than they later look in JPEG. And in the Huawei it's the opposite. The live view looks sometimes horrible, but the JPEG later looks really good, which suggests that there is something going on in the background, and I will pick up on that when I comment on the images. In my previous video I already explained the metadata as it is displayed here in Lightroom in images coming from these two smartphones. So I'll skip this here and just focus on results to keep the video short. And I have imported and selected here 3 images coming from the S22 Ultra and 2 images from the Huawei P50 Pro. Looking into the Samsung moon first, we have here one with a very moderate magnification, and that image, even if I crop in, looks really good, and I'm happy with the result. We have another one from Samsung, and here that's I think close to 100 times magnification. These images all look pretty okay, pretty good, and are fully consistent with what I said in my previous video, that Samsung somehow improved massively what they call space zoom, so that you can really use this insane digital magnification. Going now to the Huawei side of things, here we have 2 images I can select, and they have a much finer structure on the surface of the moon. There is a higher granularity in the way these images appear, in the same way here, which I think is the 100 times magnification, and they look this time really good, and I'm super impressed by the outcome from this moon zoom shooting with the P50 Pro. Seeing now the 2 moons side by side, left hand side is the S22 Ultra, right hand side is the Huawei P50 Pro, and both images are good in the same way as in my previous video. But you see that the Huawei moon has much more structure and details and actually looks better if you look at them in particular from a little distance here. But what I recognize here is that if I look into the Huawei moon, there are some artifacts here, almost some pixelation which is going on, which in my opinion suggests that Huawei is putting on top of the 100 times magnification some computational photography algorithms. It almost looks to me as if there would be some frame stacking going on here, if I look into that, which we don't have on the Samsung moon, and that clearly creates a big advantage for the Huawei P50 Pro. Looking again at the specifications of the camera systems of these 2 top flagship smartphones, there is absolutely nothing to complain. They really play in the top league, and they are both fantastic. And very likely, if you consider purchasing one of the 2 or have already one of the 2, your decision criteria were not driven by a moon zoom battle, but by the specifications of the camera system, or maybe on the Samsung S22 Ultra by the additional S Pen functionality you get, or at the P50 Pro maybe that it is based on a collaboration with Leica, which is one of the best camera brands in the world. Nevertheless, for moon zoom battle number 2, we have a clear winner. It's the Huawei P50 Pro, and very likely it's based on some computational photography magic, which is happening very likely based on AI and is just improving at 100 times magnification the image of the moon. If you liked that video, don't forget to drop me a thumbs up. Stay tuned on my channel, there's always more to come. Thanks for watching, stay safe and healthy, and of course, peace out.